at Los Angeles 2026.
Welcome to Out on the Lanai, the only Golden Girls podcast you're ever going to need to listen to. I'm HAlanScott / Sadie Pines.
That's right. Take an extra moment for yourself. I'm Kerri Doherty, and today we're doing another Golden compilation. This week, we're ranking the most insufferable child and teen character / assholes on the Golden Girls because there are so many of them.
There are quite a bit of them, and we really go into it with a very special guest.
Yes. So this episode was actually pitched by today's very special guest who's been on the podcast before, Solo with You. So I'm so glad that I had an opportunity to hang out with him. He's a writer. He's a pop culture fanatic, Golden Girls super fan, Hiko Mitsuzuka.
Yeah.
We had such a great chat with Hiko breaking down all of the insufferable assholes on the Golden Girls. And, you know, one thing Hiko kind of brought up at the end of our conversation that I was also kind of asking this question of myself, which is like, why did the Golden Girls writers seemingly hate children?
Yeah. I know. I love it. I low-key love that they hated children. Like, that makes me love the show even more. I don't think they fully hated children, but they recognize that these are four independent women who, yes, had kids, but like that the kids do not define, and their interest in kids does not define who they are as older people. And I love that. You also had us ranking the kids that we talk about, and then at the end we're basically claiming the most evil of all the kids, which is
out of all the kids,
a really fun recipe for evaluating.
Yeah, and I think yes, there are some evil kids on the Golden Girls, but I also think that children are just inherently a fun foil for older people. And you can get a different kind of conflict between these women and children versus when you have just purely adult stories.
Yeah.
So I'm sure it was a lot of fun, you know, writing these foils for the Golden Girls. And
so good. So good. And the most evil one is not the one that you might be thinking of. Just saying, little spoiler.
Yeah, I feel like there were two that were like pretty neck and neck for us.
Yeah.
Now, do you think the women liked working with child actors?
Oh, I do. I do, actually. I think, I particularly think, I think they all did, actually. I mean, the one that I can think maybe probably didn't like working with kids, only because of her theater background, is Estelle Getty. Because kids in a theater space sometimes can be more annoying, whereas at least like on a set, it's a controlled environment. You can do multiple takes. There's less at stake when there's a kid around because you can just do it again. Like there's lots of you have more freedom and fun with a kid on a set than you do necessarily on a stage. Because when a kid screws something up on a stage, that can be crazy town.
Yeah, it's a little harder to bounce back from that.
Yeah.
I remember when we talked to Allison Porter, who played Blanche's granddaughter, Melissa. She told us that both she worked with Betty and Rue and said that they were both so incredibly kind and welcoming to her. And that was really, really nice to hear.
Well,
although she wasn't an asshole character. Melissa was one of the good ones.
But I also think, too, particularly with these four women, and particularly with the three who have large television backgrounds, like B. Arthur, Betty White, and Rue McClanahan, I think they almost understood that nature of being around children on a television set and how that works with those kid actors and making it as sort of as maternal as she could. I mean, I'm going back to our, second year when we had Becky #1 on the podcast, and she was talking
Sean
about
Sheps.
Even though she was not a child when she shot this episode, she did talk about Rue McClanahan's process, and she was really sick that week, but Rue McClanahan wanted to meet with Sean separately, hang out, get to know, work lines, and create that mother-daughter relationship separately. So there is this sort of coworker maternal, they know how much is at stake with their performances, and so they want to make sure that they get it by working with the actors they need to work with, and sometimes it has to be a child. And I think it really benefits them to be as maternal as possible to these kids.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you want them to feel comfortable when they're on set.
Yeah, and safe. Yeah, for sure.
And safe. So, yeah, so we hope that you will enjoy our list. We also talk about the good kids on the show, but we mostly focus on the bad ones.
It's more fun to talk about the bad ones.
It's more fun to talk about the bad ones. And there were some bad kids. Like Hiko and I were going through a list and I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about these ones. So it is really fun to kind of take a deep dive into the kid and teen characters on the Golden Girls. But before we get into that, happening over on the Patreon, first of all, we just had another amazing live watch along party. We had a really big crowd this time.
We did have a big crowd, and I'm so bummed that Zoom decided to corrupt the file.
Yeah. So unfortunately for anyone who's hoping to watch the live watch along afterwards, Zoom was just not working
waiting
for us.
They're trying to find the thing with the thing. It's a whole thing, but the Zoom updated their stuff and now something happened with the download, and it's a whole technical thing that is above my pay grade, but I'm working on it. But I don't want anyone's hopes to be up because it doesn't seem like a good outcome is coming.
Okay. Well, let's all pray, if you pray, tonight for the live watch along. But we watched Sick and Tired Part 2 because we were all on pins and needles, dying to know if Dorothy was going to die. Spoiler, she didn't.
She lived.
So it was a great time. Thank you for everybody who joined. And if you want to join the next live watch along that we will be having later this month, you can go to patreon.com/Golden Girls Podcast and sign up for the $8 a month level, which I believe is the Miami Museum Program Director. Program also happening on the Patreon on this week's bonus Rusty Anchor Happy Hour episode. Last week, we went down a rabbit hole with Golden Girls AI content. This week, because we're covering kids and teens on the Golden Girls, I was looking for something related, and I found an even worse Golden Girls AI video that is even worse than the ones we watched last week. It is Golden Girls Babies. It is insufferable. It is so disturbing to watch on so many levels. It's so wrong. They don't even get the Golden Girls right. It's so wrong on so many levels, you guys. So we will be ranting and raving about that over in the GGVIP club at patreon.com/Golden Girls Podcast. So if you wish to partake in that conversation of raging against Golden Girls AI, please join us over there. We've been having a great discussion about it.
Yes, I love it. Well, should we get to this episode? Because I'm ready to talk about some evil little kids.
Yes, let's do it. So before we get into talking about all of the insufferable asshole child teen characters that were on the Golden Girls, I think we have to start with the good ones. And as we said in our intro today, we are joined by the lovely Hiko, and who's a huge, obviously, Golden Girls fan. And
super fan to super guest.
Yes.
Returning guest too, because previously,
returning guest.
Previously, you and I, when Kerri was having the babers, you and I did an episode where we talked about we kind of stood up a little bit for Herb Edelman and talked about the career of Herb Edelman and why he's so great and why I love Stan.
Yes, and all the great TV, almost forgotten TV credits he has under his belt.
Yes. Yeah. What an actor.
Also, if you were to say, like, is Stan insufferable or a good one, he kind of falls on both sides of that sometimes, if we're talking about Stan.
Sometimes insufferable people are also good people. You know, I mean, that's how that works. That's how that cookie crumbles.
Well, he had the benefit of being with us a lot longer to redeem himself in ways.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
All right. So the first good kid I have on my list, depending on what part of the country you live in, is either Mario or Mario. Played by Mario Lopez.
Wait,
he was a sweet kid.
He was a sweet kid.
Yeah. And I say Mario, and I get made fun of for it by my boyfriend because I'm from New York.
Yes.
So that's my version of Mario. And then
Is that it? Is that like
that's one of my
East Coast,
giveaway
West
words.
Coast?
I think so.
Mario? Is that how?
Well, it's split East Coast because I think parts of New York and New Jersey, because my husband's from New Jersey, I have friends from New York, they say Mario, but I'm also from the East Coast. I'm from Massachusetts. Everyone I knew said Mario.
Yeah, everyone, I mean, in Missouri, in the Midwest, I mean, this is just what I would say, but I didn't know a lot of Marios. I mean, I'll be honest, but like, I feel like I would look at it and just go, oh, Mario. Like Mario. Like that's what like my brain would just go to Mario, not Mario, you know? Like
Yeah. So anyway, I have
guess.
Mario. He was
So
he
do
was
you think
he was a
I'm
good
gonna
kid.
stick on the Mario. I'm gonna stick on the Mario. Do you think that New Yorkers say Mario because of or say Mario because of Mario Cuomo? Or was that Mario Cuomo?
Maybe.
I'm
It's the chicken or the egg, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it depends like what part of New York you're from. I grew up right outside the Bronx in southern Westchester County, so I mean, I grew up what I was listening to and what I heard. So, you know, it was all Mario and and I had a Mario in my junior high class. I remember, for like 2 or 3 years, and that was the only Mario I'd ever met.
God, I still want Mario Lopez on this podcast, and I want to talk to him about his button nip tuck.
Okay, we're going to keep moving along because we will never get to the bad kids. We have a lot to talk about. I'm going to just kind of quickly run through the rest of these.
Yes, please.
Okay, so we have Blanche's granddaughter, Melissa, also fun
Love.
pronunciation, who we absolutely love. Allison Porter has been on the podcast.
I say Melissa. M-A-H.
Melissa.
Melissa.
We have Rose's granddaughter, Charlie. Remember when she's like putting the makeup on?
I didn't like Charlie, but okay.
Okay. All right. Well, you then make a case for yourself a little bit later. Okay. So obviously all of the babies on the show were inherently good. You know, Baby the Pig was a good baby also.
Oh, yeah.
So Hiko, it's funny because you had this kid as like a question mark on your bad list, the boy who pies Mr. Haha.
Yeah.
I say he was a good kid because he was defending Dorothy. Happy birthday, Dorothy.
Yeah, that's what I ultimately came down to. He was a good kid. He defended her honor. Yeah.
But totally. I love when you sent the list, you were kind of like question mark. And I was like, I'm kind of with you.
I mean, just to go to the question mark a little bit, or did he just see an opportunity and took it? You know what I mean? Because I don't think he gave a fuck about Dorothy. I think he was just like, I get to have this moment.
Yeah, he saw his excuse to create some epic. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. He was going to hit someone in the face with the pie regardless.
It just happened to be the opportunity Dorothy presented him.
I love that. Okay, this last one. Now, this kid, I still argue, is probably a psychopath. But the thanks for the cat lady kid at the supermarket.
Wait, what do you have against that kid?
Well,
he was just a lonely kid who needed a cat.
When we rewatched that episode, I said my theory was that this kid was a psychopath, that he had this like made up sob story. He would like go to shelters and find people who are giving away animals. And he'd be like, my cat died, but my mom said I could have another, because he's by himself. And then he takes these cats and he goes like, hey, mom. But it's like when Kevin McAllister is calling off to his dad or mom when he's home alone and like there's nobody there. It's because this kid takes these animals out behind the market to the dumpster and he tortures them and kills them.
Yeah, I think you're just going in crazy space there, Kerri, but that's fine.
Hiko, what are your thoughts on the thanks for the cat lady kid?
I forgot about that kid, but I mean, I just hope the cat's safe. I mean, that you really went to a dark space. I
know you really made it a Forensic Files episode.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. No, I mean, I have my own future psychopath candidate that we'll get to, I'm sure, on the list.
Yes.
But,
okay. Well, okay. Yeah. Then that is a list we are going to get into. Yes. These are the most insufferable asshole kid and teenagers who appeared on the Golden Girls. And to prepare for this, I just have to reveal to both of you, because insufferable people really is a trigger for me, I went ahead and made a stiff drink. I made myself a real dirty martini because I'm going to need this to get through it.
I got my Crystal Light.
I just have my water.
Wait, wait, Kerri, can we unpack this a little bit? Why are they a trigger for you?
Well, so here's the thing. Here's where I'm really torn because kids have developing brains. They're still learning how to regulate themselves and feel empathy. And I spend a lot of time on like emotionally healthy parent TikTok. And like, this is the place I'm coming from, where I watch these children and I have these fears that my children are going to grow up like this and I'm going to have to deal with them. Oh. And that was like really when I watched Norman, the clips of Norman.
Who's Norman? Oh, the clips of Norman. Okay, yes. Okay. I was
Norman.
Like, is that a film? Is that a film that I'm forgetting? I don't know.
The boy who rips pages out of books and smashes Play-Doh.
Yeah.
I was like, I cannot handle if my child grows up to be a mean kid.
Here's the thing. I think, and I relate to a kid like Norman because I feel like sometimes the kid that's a terror is a kid just crying for help. You know, like it's that's literally true. Like oftentimes it's not necessarily the kid intentionally acting up. It's the kid begging for love or parenting or discipline or whatever it is. So I don't know. It doesn't I don't necessarily think, oh God, this is the forecaster for a serial killer. I don't go to the immediate scary place. And I don't think we should. I think we should find good things.
We do get some insight into his home life when he says that line, my daddy's rich. And so that to me says his parents don't give a shit about him.
We also meet his dad. Like we know what his dad is like. And so
and he's like, he just shoves him off.
He's a dickhead. That should tell you everything about why this kid is the way he is because he's not getting love at home. And he needs a little firm love from a Miss Dorothy Sabornak.
Well, we might as well start playing some clips. And Hiko, thank you again for coming up with this fabulous idea to talk about all the kid characters. So as we go through each one, I would like for all of us to rank them however you're feeling after we watch the clip on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being an absolute angel, 10 being the devil. And maybe by the end of this, again, sure, of course, blah, 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 like no child's the devil, sure. They need love. But we will rank them. And maybe by the end of this, we can all choose like who is the most insufferable asshole child/teen character.
Okay. I know. I think I know.
You know what?
Yes. Yeah.
I have my top 3, but we'll get there.
It's a journey.
Okay.
It's a journey.
All right. So first, we're going to start with number 1 is Norman, the bratty asshole from And Then There Was One. If we remember, he was dumped at the women's door during the marathon, which, by the way, the women never should have done this. This feels like the kind of thing you need like a special license for. Like somebody has to come by and inspect your home to make sure it's safe for children. I digress. As soon as we meet him, he calls Dorothy the Bride of Frankenstein. He essentially calls Rose Mr. Potato Head. And then he does some other terrible things, as we will see in this clip. And then let's talk about him.
I'm just going to say he's not totally unwrong about some of those descriptions. Here's the clip.
Child, what are you doing?
Nothing.
Nothing? You're ripping the pages out of that book? Or somebody should take a hickory switch to your behind.
Blanche, come on now, calm down. Calm down. Let me show you how a professional teacher deals with this. Norman, why are you ripping the pages out of that book?
Because my daddy's rich.
Norman, do you know that there are boys and girls less fortunate than you who have never even seen a book?
Hey, everybody's got those sad stories.
It's all yours, Blanche.
How about a game of hide and seek?
Sure! Great! Yeah!
Well, how about you, Norman?
Isn't that outfit a little young for you?
I mean...
That joke was good, though.
What if it's just a kid who is learning how to be a comic?
No, he has no empathy. And the fact that he abuses books as an avid
Yes.
reader and bookworm and
Yes.
collector and bibliophile and all things books, that hurt. So
Yeah.
Hiko, it was as we were watching this clip, you were just like shaking your head no the whole time, just like so disgusted by Norman.
yeah, I was.
Okay, so 10 is the worst. 10 is the devil.
Yeah. And I think like one thing we have to consider with Norman is one, he didn't have any moments of redemption. Some of these characters do. He was mean both to the women and other children. He's smashing their Play-Doh. He's insulting. He has no sort of boundaries. They teach my daughter at preschool, they taught her, if you built something, you're the only one who can take it down, and that nobody else can. So
Like,
if
Is that a metaphor?
no, but like if she built something with Play-Doh, another kid can't smash it. If she builds a house with the blocks, another kid
it's
can't.
literal. Got it.
It's literal, yeah.
Got it. Got it.
Okay.
Because it feels like one of those woo-woo things an LA school would tell a child, and the child would be like, okay.
Sure.
Yes.
Okay, HAlanScott / Sadie Pines. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1's an angel, 10's the devil. Where does Norman rank?
I'm just going to say up top at the start of this episode, as we start this ranking system, that even though I do believe one of my nieces are the girls from The Shining, like I do feel like they will potentially haunt me someday, I can't ever say a child is fully the devil. So I'm going to give Norman primarily this high of a ranking only because he shares a name with a known serial killer, Norman Bates. So I'm going to give him an 8 because he's close to the devil, but not quite at devil territory.
Hiko, what about you?
Yeah. That was my number as well. I'll give him. I'll leave off the 2 extra points, just to give him room for a chance at redemption somehow.
Yeah.
But when you rip out pages out of a book, you're an evil little shit. Sorry.
Yeah, rip that kid a new one.
I also had Norman as an 8, just because I feel like, yeah, he could have gotten worse, and he didn't. So
He could have burned the house down.
Yeah, he could have.
Like he could have done a lot of things. Yeah.
Okay, so moving on, number 2 is Jackie and Marla, the shoplifting assholes from Love Me Tender.
See, I like them.
So, and Hiko, I'm so glad you put them on the list, because these girls, because they're a little bit older, they have the ability to manipulate.
Yeah.
And it really breaks my heart to see people do stuff like that to, I don't want to say the elderly, but to older people, to their elders who they should be respecting if they're respectful to them. And so when there's like a moment where one of the girls, like Rose's mentee, is like, I'm going to throw a penny in the fountain and make a wish that we'll be pals forever. Like that broke my heart, because she said that to Rose and Island only to set her up to be a shoplifter.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, listen. These girls are See You Next Tuesdays. They just are. They are evil little girls who probably are super popular at school, and they didn't get enough of what they wanted, or their daddy can't pay for them anymore, and so they found another way to doing it, and they're spoiled girls. That said, they're also kind of really smart.
Go on.
You know, like, I mean, listen, it didn't necessarily work on Blanche and Rose necessarily, even though they did get in trouble. It didn't, like, the plan didn't necessarily go according to plan.
Well, let me ask you, what's the plan?
Well, the plan was to, like, get, like, that no one's gonna, that, like, they assumed that no one was gonna, like, arrest older girls or older women, and so they'd be able to get away with that. Probably was the plan, and I'm sure it had probably worked in other situations. And in this situation, because Blanche and Rose are so vivacious and worldly and lively, that they were caught. And then, of course, the plan didn't go according to what they hoped it would. And so, yeah, I don't know. I don't think they're, like, evil. I just think they have a lot of growing up to do.
Hiko, what are your thoughts on Jackie and Marla? And do you think that was what was their plan?
Well, I think they're the precursor to like Mean Girls. They were like the Mean Girls before Mean Girls, and who knows what else they're capable of or what else they've committed during their high school careers. But this was premeditated. This was a premeditated thing to take advantage of their elders. Even though, Jackie and Marla, they did have a mutual appreciation for Mel Gibson's butt, I think, with Blanche and
Which,
previously.
Tequila Sunrise. I mean, come on. It's a good butt.
Yeah, was that the movie they were going to go see? I think?
Believe
Yeah.
so. I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah. So good. Mel Gibson. I mean, that butt is good.
They're not evil. They are see you next Tuesdays in training. And
In training, that's a good way to put it.
Because they have a chance to mature and maybe redeem themselves. But they're not totally evil. But I would rank them. I would give them a rating a little, not quite as high as 8. I'd probably say 6.5.
Ooh, 6.5. That's interesting.
Oh, wait, should I give him a ranking? I didn't give him a ranking.
Oh, I haven't yet either. Actually, let's play the clip, and when we come back, let's finish. So we got a 6.5 to start. Let's play the clip, and then we'll see where we land. It may change.
This clip.
Okay, stay tuned.
Girls, I know you're going to go to court and tell the truth.
We'd like to, but we could get in some trouble. You see, most of the judges at juvenile court know us. I think we've worn out our cute act.
Now, you listen to me, you little monsters. If you think we're going to be your patsies, you have another thing coming.
Maybe some cookies and milk could change your mind.
Here. How about $50 and you tell the truth? What do you say?
Are you trying to bribe us, Blanche?
Oh, yeah? You catch on quick.
Make it 150 each.
Oh, you little pirates. All right. You got it. Now get out of here.
I mean, that's negotiating.
Yeah,
that's extortion.
It
that's extortion.
It is very much extortion. But that said, Blanche is not setting a good example here either. I mean, she is quite literally writing bad checks. Like, it is like this.
That's true.
I get what she's trying to do, but she is not presenting a case to steer these girls in a good direction, nor does she probably care about that. But in the process, she's just realizing, oh, like this is probably like when the girls get caught for cashing a bad check, they're going to be like, oh, that was smart of that old lady. And then they're going to do it.
Maybe. Maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I won't give a ranking as high as Norman. I think Norman is more evil than these girls. I think Norman has more destructive qualities. That said, I don't want to give them above the 5 mark because I don't think that they deserve that. They're still on the path to devil. So I'm going to give them a 6.
Okay. Yeah, I'll bring mine down a little to 6.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm thinking 6 too. But it is wild. No, you know what, Hiko? I'm gonna take your 6.5 and go up to that because they did make 2 women take the fall for their own crimes. Like that could have had more serious consequences. Yeah. So
yeah, and they added fire to it too by extorting them afterwards.
Yeah.
Like
Double crime.
They showed no remorse. So
yeah. Fuck these girls. Fuck these girls. They're also just like I don't know. If you're gonna be evil, be fun. You know, like be a fun evil. Like Daisy. Daisy's a fun evil. Like Daisy's good time.
Yeah. These girls, they're like pathetic wannabe Melrose Place villains.
Oh my gosh, pathetic wannabe Melrose Place villains. Yes. I love that. Well, speaking of Daisy, she is the next one that we're going to get into after we take a little break.
Ooh, we'll be right back. Oh, I'm so excited and evil.
And we are back breaking down the list of the most insufferable child and teen asshole characters from the Golden Girls. And our third asshole that we're covering is little Daisy, the asshole thief from Old Friends, who
I would argue probably if you, even to a casual fan, even to like a casual viewer of the Golden Girls, if they had to say their go-to evil characters on the Golden Girls, I think there's going to be 3 that come to mind: Barbara Thorndike, Frida Claxton, and Daisy. I think those 3 are the Mount Rushmore of evil within the Golden Girls universe.
A triumvirate.
Like, is there a 4th? Like, it's Mount Rushmore. So who would be the 4th then?
Oh gosh, who would be the 4th?
Maybe the one, even though he was kind of sweet, the one who tried to con Rose and using Charlie as like war stories. You remember that guy?
Charlie's buddy.
Yeah, he's actually evil. Like, I get he had a good, like he did good at the end, but he's still fucking evil.
I mean, you know me. Yeah. I would put Miles on that Mount Rushmore because of the bullshit that he put Rose through with I'm in witness protection.
It's not like that.
But I know he's not.
The Cheese Man was after him, so
yeah. But I liked
maybe the Cheese Man.
Yeah.
I don't know why Rose was dating him. He was such a dud. Okay, but we're talking about Daisy, who I think also, from an acting perspective, as I was watching all of these clips, out of all the child actors, I think Jenny Lewis's performance as Daisy, the Sunshine Cadet, was the strongest. Out of all of them, it's definitely the most memorable.
Yeah. I mean, she's also given, I think, more material to work with. I mean, she was able to really craft a character around her lines in this episode, and I think she did it. She really she took it and she ate it up.
Yeah, she devoured that material, especially the line where she says, "Oh yeah, I think that was the day I was caught smoking something in the boy's John or something."
Yes. Well, and then how she like I have no props here. Where's my toy gun? She has the thing, like the gun, and she's like, "See this pistol? It's filled with red ink." And the way that she even taps the bear with the toy gun, that's Meryl Streep shit.
You know what? I wish I have the Daisy T-shirt. I should have worn it. I could run and go get it to show you on camera. But
well, you should get it while we're playing the clip. We should play the clip.
I will.
Great. Let's do that.
Let's do that. Okay. I'll play the clip right now.
She gave him to me.
But, honey, I had no right to do that.
You mean you made a mistake?
Yes, that's all it was, just a silly mistake.
In Sunshine Cadets, we learn you have to pay for your mistakes. This one's gonna cost you a 10-speed Schwinn.
Dorothy, we're shafted.
Do you think you could have the bike by this weekend?
Listen, Daisy, I don't like being intimidated. I do not like being threatened. And frankly, kid, I don't like you. And I am not going to buy you anything. And I'm going to tell your folks what you're doing. And then I'm going to call the school for bad girls. And they will come and pick you up and put you in a sack and take you away. And you will never eat ice cream or play jump rope again.
Get real, Grandma. Either way, I'll get the bike. My folks will feel terrible because 2 mean old ladies forced me to return my toy. And because it was ruined in the accident on the way back to their house.
Accident?
See this water pistol? It's loaded with red ink.
Yes, you have the Mike Dennison shirt.
Yes. Oh, that's
Shout out to Mike Dennison.
We love a Mike Dennison. Oh, so good. So good.
The thing about Daisy, again, as we're like watching these clips, you can tell Daisy is such an evil character that they allow Dorothy to yell and threaten this child, and everybody's okay with it and everybody's on board with it, and nobody's like, Dorothy, don't yell at a child. Nobody ever watches that clip and thinks that.
Even getting even because I mean, just a little glimpse of how we make this podcast. We're not watching the actual clips. We're listening to the audio version of them just because of the tech. And so listening to Jenny Lewis deliver the line, you really hear, when you only listen to it, you really hear almost like when she says, "Well, we learn in Sunshine," and she turns into almost, it's like British in a way where it's so evil. She's so
very
evil.
Poised.
Yes, she's very poised.
It's like she was watching Joan Collins on Dynasty and getting some tips from her.
Yes. It was so. I don't know if that was a choice by Jenny or if it was a direction or if Terry Hughes directed this episode, and if so, maybe it had like a think Bond villain. You know what I mean? I don't know what the direction was, but it was executed beautifully.
Hiko, what have your thoughts always been on Daisy? I mean, obviously you're a fan. You got the shirt.
Yeah, I got the shirt. Her delivery was impeccable, and I mean, there's a reason why she stands out as one of the 3 most memorable best villains of the series. And I guess the pedigree of where she came from or her career that she went on to do other projects. And I think she's up there. I mean, she's also one of the most recognizable child stars on the show.
For sure. Her and Mario Lopez are like.
Yeah, her and Mario.
Yeah.
Although, and it's just
the
so
one coming
funny.
Up is also pretty big too.
Okay.
Yeah.
And just the fact, just the storyline itself, the fact that a teddy bear is being held for ransom by a Girl Scout-like character is so bizarre and funny. Yeah. Like if that were ever to happen in real life, you would think, what the hell? So
yeah,
it's just, I think that the show does it so well, subverting these like sweet child tropes and turning them on a dime to make them these villains. That's what makes it so delicious and hysterical and classic.
I also I don't know the through line of when this episode aired versus when Jenny started working on Troop Beverly Hills and like how that all became a thing. But
I think she was older on Troop Beverly Hills and on The Wizard. She was older. So this came before both of those.
So because those movies were 89. Yeah.
Was it? Okay. Yeah. So she cornered the market on Girl Scout-like characters in the late 1980s. I mean, literally, when you think of a Girl Scout type character in a film or television project from between 1987 and 1992, it's Jenny Lewis. Like, iconic.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Iconic.
I think, too, the wild thing about her, one is how poised she is. Like, she's done this before. Her voice never wavers. She is so precise with everything that she's saying. There's so much conviction to her voice. And even when she... Diction. Even when she gets the information that this teddy bear is like very precious and special to someone else, like how would you feel if you lost your prized teddy bear? And the fact that she does not appear to have any empathy tells me that she's a psychopath.
Yeah. Oh, no. She's definitely a psychopath. I think, but I also think more than just her being like to me, a psychopath is kind of dumb because just inherently they're evil. They do things that are evil. Whereas someone who is smart, who understands, oh no, I got to commit. I got to commit to this con or whatever it is. Like, I think that's Daisy, which I also think is maybe even more evil. But like that, if she's aware that she can't have emotions for whatever they're telling her because she needs to get that goddamn bike. Like the goal is get the bike or take out someone's legs.
She's a tunnel vision opportunist.
Yes, she's Joe Pesci. She's Joe Pesci in Goodfellas. That's what she is.
All right. Well, let's give her a ranking. Oh no, please, Hiko. What else?
Oh no, I have a question for you guys. Did you ever have a childhood like plushie or stuffed animal that was like precious that you might still have? Or
yes, I still have it. I have it in my bedroom.
Who are yours?
Kerri, you want to share yours?
Oh yeah, it was just a little pillow. It was a little pillow that I still have, but it's from like the early 80s. It is falling apart so much that I can't sleep on it anymore because the material is really like the cotton's coming through. So I have it like stuffed into another pillow to help protect it.
Oh, I have. So when I was a kid, I had eye surgery and my parents were like separated and they were fighting and it was not good. And a nurse, I told this story before, I think, but a nurse snuck in my mom because my dad I lived with my dad, would not let my mom visit me before the surgery. So a nurse snuck my mom in and she had crocheted a teddy bear for me with the number 5 on it, because that's how old I was, and gave it to me. And she told me I couldn't have it because then my dad would know my mom came to the hospital. So she kept it, and it became the thing that I would always like have when I was at my mom's house. Then eventually I moved in with my mom's house, and now, only 10 years later, I still have it.
Aw.
What about you, Hiko? Do you have anything do you have a Fernando?
Yeah, mine was a Grover from Sesame Street from the 80s.
Oh.
And
Do you still have it?
He's in a plastic like storage bag, and he's like all ratty and like almost torn. He never got torn, but yeah, he's still there. I dragged him wherever I went. My mother would tell me.
Yes.
Oh, that's so adorable. See, mine never got ratty. Like, for some reason, I don't know if it was my mom's construction or Michael's getting the bear. I don't know if it's my mom's construction of it or what, but like, it is shockingly well kept. I don't know how because I'm not someone that keeps things in good condition at all. And this is the bear for everyone watching. This is little blue bear with the number 5 and the little ears, and wow.
So beautiful.
So
oh, that's your
that story breaks. And the fact that we all still have these like childhood stuffies are Fernandos, to me just highlights again the psychopathy of Daisy.
Yes.
That because she knows as a child what it means maybe to have a favorite stuffy, or maybe she doesn't, again because maybe she can't feel love. I think you guys know what my ranking is going to be.
I think I know mine too, and I don't think it's going to be a shock.
Okay, what is yours?
I think I'm going to say she's a 10.
Hiko?
Wow, the devil. See, I wasn't gonna go. I was still on that earlier bit where like no child could actually be the devil, so we can't. How can I give them a 10? So
Daisy deserves it.
I mean, she's
Don't
the most
influence,
memorable.
don't sway.
I won't sway. I won't sway. I won't sway.
She is the most memorable and kind of best like kid villain of the show. Yeah. I was gonna give her at first a 7.
Oh, wow.
Like right below Norman, because Norman was really showing a lot of psychopathic behavior.
But Norman wasn't plotting.
True.
But Norman he was aggressive though. Like he was, I don't want to say violent, but he was incredibly, he was
aggressive.
He was destructive. He was aggressive and destructive.
Sure. But to plot, to think out a plan and then execute that plan, that takes psychotic intelligence.
And I think Daisy, when she gets a little older, she could be friends with Jackie and Marla.
Oh,
she would lead.
She would run them. She would run that show. She would puppet them.
She'd be the godfather. She'd be sitting there like, maybe you make them an offer they can't refuse. Mm-hmm. Like she would, oh God, yeah, the Godfather.
And she has an arsenal of red paint, red ink.
And her signature is like red guns, just red guns.
She's like, girls, load up, and then they like load up their water pistols.
Even though she's younger than Jackie and Marla, she's on her way to like some kind of
age ain't gonna stop her.
Masterminding something, but I'll say, I mean, in terms of evilness, I would say 7. I'll go 7.5.
Okay. Wow. It's no surprise. I'm gonna go full 10. Yes. I just think that there's something to, and I think I've been able to nail down why I think she's worse than Norman, because Norman, I think, is a very kind of predictable in everything that he's doing. Whereas Daisy, for someone her age, to be incredibly manipulative, to be able to say like, oh, so you made a mistake? Yeah. And you're like, oh, look, here she is. And she's like, in Sunshine Cadets, we learn not to make mistakes.
Yeah.
Like there's just something so robotic and emotionless about her delivery that, I truly, and
like
again.
It's like what Karen Black says on The Staircase. Pure T evil.
Oh, gosh. I just love your timely references. Yeah, so I'm going to give her a 10. I think she's a true psychopath. All right. Well, moving on. We've got 2 more here before we crown the biggest asshole. Number 4, we have Blanche's asshole grandson David from On Golden Girls.
Okay. Should we play this clip? Because I kind of want to. This is, I think, I have a lot to say about this one.
Yes, let's play the clip.
Now, David, clean up this mess and then go to bed.
Hey, why don't you clean up the mess yourself? I mean, what's the big deal? We were just having some fun. You know that those happen to be my friends you just threw out? You know, this really stinks. Well, what am I supposed to do for the next 2 weeks? Just sit around and listen to your arteries harden?
You stop that.
You know something? I am having a real problem with your attitude.
Oh, really? Well, you can all just kiss my attitude.
The applause break, you can just tell it's a 1980s episode of television, because now it would be like intervention for the parent.
Yeah, we've talked about that before, how you could tell some of the audience, they're like, I don't know if I should be clapping.
Yeah. I'm going to make a case, and I want to go first because I want to sway some votes. I'm going to make a case. And David was the actor who played David. I think he actually also is kind of up there with, like, because he had a good career outside of Golden Girls as well. Like, he was doing shit. Yeah.
Billy Jacoby, I think his name was.
Yeah. He did shit. But I don't think this kid is an evil or even an asshole. I just think he is the definition of what I was saying at the beginning, a wounded kid who is acting out in this way. And it took Sophia's to really smack him quite literally into shape and to unveil this sweetheart kid that is in there that everyone can see. He just was struggling to get it out. So my ranking is like 3.
Oh. Yeah, I agree with you that I think too, as we're kind of ranking and talking about these characters, we can only go off of what has been shared with us in terms of like their home lives and their upbringings and, you know, digging below the surface a little bit. So I also had a low rating for him. I actually ranked him as a 4 because I feel like even that, I mean, only because he said the thing about like, what am I supposed to do? Like, listen to your arteries harden. And the fact that he had, it's a great line. And just the fact that he had like complete strangers over to blast music. It's just like, oh, like such disrespectful teen stuff. But I do agree that he's just acting out because he wants to be loved.
Yeah, I'm with you on, I was giving him a 4 as well, because he's a classic like kid from a broken home type of character.
Yeah.
And you end up there's like room to sympathize with him at the end, and I'm sure the audience can really recognize that kind of bratty kid in their own families or a family friend. So yeah, there was no really glimpse of an evil. He didn't like really scheme. He was just being a bratty 14-year-old blaring music and hanging out with kids late at night and
kid.
Yeah, he was being a kid. There was no evil machinations going on. So
just saying, y'all are giving him points closer to the devil than I am. I'm just saying, heartless, maybe? I don't know.
I know. It's weird that I gave him a higher ranking than you, given that he's one of the first crushes I can remember having as a child, but not from the Golden Girls. It was from just one of the guys.
That's a good one.
He played also kind of like he played the bratty younger brother, but he took his shirt off. When I was a kid, I was like, well, hello. But yeah, 2026 grown-up Kerri, not into that because he's a teenager. But yeah, back then, what?
Should we let this
Is it because
awkwardly linger? I don't know.
I finished my martini.
Should we?
Should I stab myself with the olive pick?
Wait, what's the 5th one? What's the 5th kid?
No, Hiko, what were you going to say?
Oh, sorry.
No, I had a flashback, watching.
I had a
David
flashback in the can.
Too. Like back when I was 14 years old and like in 8th grade, and I knew guys I went to like a Catholic elementary school, but I knew some like bratty, troublemaking 14-year-olds in my class. And I remember one of them brought like a knife to school at recess and he was showing it off. And I think someone got cut with it. And we all had to have a big class discussion on like.
You go to the West Side Story School?
Right? It's just this memory just flashed back into my head. And I remember I like spoke up. We had like it was like a town hall meeting with the 8th grade class to talk about what had happened. And like I guess my 14-year-old self had this empathy of like trying to explain why my classmate would do something like this. And I said something like, I remember saying, oh, maybe someone has hurt him and now he's just hurting someone else, lashing out. And and my teacher was like, oh, A+.
A+.
But,
oh my gosh.
And of course the teacher was like, future homosexual. Good for you.
I love that.
Good for you.
Okay. All right. We're going to move on to our last one, which is the asshole Sunshine Cadets, not Daisy.
Yes.
So yeah, let's just play the clip and talk about it because I love this clip so much.
The ghost of the headless Indian roams the forest crying out, "Where is my head? Where is my head?"
If the Indian doesn't have a head, how can he cry out?
Maybe he talks out of his behind like Cadet Master.
Well, the Indian cries out from his heart. That's the worst kind of crying.
My father's a surgeon. That's physiologically impossible. How can we be drawn into the story if you're misrepresenting the facts?
Honey, it's a make-believe, scary campout story.
Ooh, real scary.
You want scared, kid? You keep it up.
My mother's a lawyer. Threaten me again and I'll own your house.
Your father's a doctor, your mother's a lawyer. What are you, one of the Cosby kids?
This is boring. I want to watch MTV.
So good. So I don't think there's any evilness happening here. I just think they're all just a bunch of little brats.
Yeah. This is like proto Troop Beverly Hills brats.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very much so.
Yeah, they're definitely more bratty. And honestly, like the girl's voice is so cute and she's so tiny
and
that
she's
like
so adorable.
She's so cute that I feel like if I were them, if I were those women, I would just be laughing so hard.
Yeah. I mean, yes. When kids, I have someone I work with and she has a daughter who is just today I was saying how I kind of whatever. I've met Reba McEntire before, and her daughter is this little girl who loves Reba McEntire, like a little girl who loves Reba McEntire. And this girl talks like she's an adult, like she has these adult reactions, and then she literally is like, "Next time you see Reba, you FaceTime me." Like and I'm like threatened by this like 7-year-old, and I'm just like, and you can't not just laugh at it because it's just so wild to see a kid like that.
And I think, too, you have to think like situationally because these kids are expecting to go camping. And if I were just like in someone's living room in a tent where like it's probably a little stuffy and hot in there, like I'd probably be pretty pissed, too. Like I'm not able to look at the stars. I have to sit on Wicker later.
Yes. What ranking do you give this one, Hiko?
I would, well, first of all, shout out to that little child actress. I think her name is now Jacqueline Bernstein. I had looked her up, and I remembered when I looked up her credits, she played the daughter of like Greg or Peter Brady on the 1990 short-lived primetime soap, The Brady's.
Oh my God!
When they had they turned the Brady's into like a 1-hour CBS drama for Friday nights.
Yes.
And like they turned it into like a primetime soap where Marsha was an alcoholic, Bobby got paralyzed from a car accident. Like that's my TV memory. That's my encyclopedic random knowledge in my head. But yeah, she plays like a Brady grandkid on that show.
We should get her on the podcast.
I feel like we've
Yeah.
tried to find her something. This isn't the first conversation we've had about her, I think.
Yeah.
Hiko, I love that you know that. This is what you are here for. You are here for not only your Golden Girls.
This is why you're an Emmy-winning writer. This is why you are who you are. My ranking for this is, I think, the lowest of everybody. I don't think any of these girls are just evil. I just think they're annoying. I'm giving them a solid 2.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm giving them a 2 as well. Mostly just because, they make me laugh. They're harmless.
Yeah. I was going to say 3. I'd say 3. I'll go up. I'll one up you.
Yeah.
That's
closer
fine.
to the devil. Oh.
Well, okay. So those are kind of the top 5. Did either one of you have... Sorry, go ahead.
Well, no, I mean, you mean, are any others? Any other evil kids?
Yeah. Any other evil kids off the top of your heads?
You know, I'm going to say this right now. This wasn't a kid, but it's one of the girls' kids. Rose's daughter, the older Charlie, or the one, the
Kirsten.
one Kirsten, I thank you. She's evil. There's something evil about her. I don't know what it is. She's not a kid in the series, I know, but that's what comes to mind when I think of evil children, is of the women, that woman. I don't know why she's evil, but she's evil. Just saying.
I also realized we didn't have Lucy on either of the lists. Lucy, I would put into the good list because, again, she didn't really do anything to anyone. She was just trying to find herself.
Yeah.
She was a little insecure.
The ovary genes, which
we are still talking about 12 years later.
Yeah.
Hiko, are there any honorable mentions for you?
No, because that I think wraps it up pretty much. I mean, any other kids were pretty good. Like Blanche's granddaughter, who she forced her to the beauty pageant.
Mm-hmm.
That was sad.
She could have played along though.
Yeah.
No.
But no.
Sorry, but no. Children are not circus performers.
She could have had a good time.
They
I'm
don't
just saying. She could have had a good time.
They don't just perform for us at our beck and call.
Sometimes you got to.
But let's remember and have a moment of silence for that poor girl that they run into who says, "Fire scares me."
Yes.
Help me.
Help me.
That
was
girl.
Great.
That was some of the best acting on the show.
Truly.
Help me. She looked like a
Help
little Drew
me.
Barrymore. Okay, so I think I know the answer that we all have, but I think, Hiko, your most evil kid is actually different from mine and HAlan's.
Yeah. I mean, I went into this thinking over and over, Daisy, Daisy, Daisy. Yeah. But then Norman, he just shows like a fraction more evilness to him. I don't know. But Daisy, I would still put up close up to him. So yeah.
Okay.
Think about if Daisy and Norman teamed up.
That would just be like Problem Child 2, like the plot of Problem Child 2.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
All right. So, Hiko, for you, it's Norman with Daisy as a close second. For me, Daisy is the biggest, most insufferable asshole kid character on the show. Same for you.
Daisy wins. Daisy
All
wins
right.
for sure. Well, Hiko, please don't go anywhere. Stick around because we're going to do the golden takeaways and you should join us for that.
Okay.
We'll be right back with our golden takeaways.
Yes, say half the time we make them up on the spot.
We always do.
I think my golden takeaway for this one is let this be a lesson to any parents listening out there that therapy is also great for children. Mm-hmm. So if you're watching any of these clips and you're like, I'm seeing some similarities here, maybe think about going to see a child psychologist.
Maybe. My golden takeaway from this episode is I really do think that this episode really shows how full of hot air I actually am, because quite literally at the top of this episode, I was like, nope, no child can be evil. No child is the devil. I will never say a child is fully devilish. And then all of a sudden Daisy pops up and I'm like, that cunt. And
now
so
you know why I made a drink and finished it.
So I just want to say, as you all know, never take anything I mean or say for any actual weight at all, because I will contradict myself within 10 minutes of me actually saying something. That's my golden takeaway. Hiko?
Yeah. My golden takeaway is, this whole discussion has made me wonder, what did the writers and producers have against kids? I wonder if they had like inspiration from their real lives with experiences and run-ins with like real life brats. And like, I feel like a majority of the show sees like, do they see the future generations as like hopeless and rotten and evil? Like, I wonder if there was some kind of, outlook from the crew and the team and the producers on little kids and the future, the youth of the future.
That. So, I love that. They hated kids, and I'm here for it.
They hated kids.
I love that. Well, so, okay, Hiko, where can people follow you, follow your work, follow everything you're doing, and also meet you at our next live show whenever we do that?
Oh my God, I'd love that. Yeah, I'm at The First Echo, and I'm also like a bookstagrammer. I'm like a book nerd, which is why I hate Norman for ruining those books. My bookstagram account is Fear Street Diaries. I'm like an R.L. Stein nostalgia fan, so you can follow me.
Love that. Oh my gosh, I have some books to show you over there. I've got all my old Fear Streets. Yeah,
love it.
I love that.
We'll
We're
put your
kindred
links
spirits for that. Yes, we will.
In the show notes of this episode. So everyone go follow him. And thank you so much for doing this.
Yeah, thank you for having me again.
Thank you to Hiko, and thank you all to everyone out there who's listening. And we will catch you back here next week for more Golden Girls greatness.
Oh, and remember that we are a part of Mom, Moguls of Media. So go support Mom Plus and everything they're doing over there. And you can also follow us on social media at Golden Girls Pod on Twitter, out on the Lanai Official on Instagram, Golden Girls Pod on Facebook, and I'm HAlanScott / Sadie Pines on everything.
And if you want to do something else nice for the podcast, you can leave us a ranking and review wherever you get this podcast, because it helps more people discover us and join our lovely community of kick-ass Golden Girls fans.
Rank me, daddy. And remember,
I keep telling you to get a wiki feed. As always,
stay golden.
Stay golden.
Out on the Lanai is not endorsed by Whit Thomas Harris Productions, Touchstone Television, Disney, or any of its subsidiaries. It is intended for entertainment and informational purposes only.
All names, pictures, audio, and video clips of the Golden Girls are registered trademarks and/or copyrights of their respective trademark and/or copyright holders.